So hey there guys, I've just watched the last episode of Parasyte, episode 24. A great episode of a great anime. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion and a small kind review, even though I already said basically that I like it. Um, yeah, the discussion starts right now. I kind of lost myself at some point. So Um, I suppose as I have predicted, it went the exact direction that I was thinking. Though, I mean, it ended really good. It ended really good. The only not very good part is that Miggy went away, but it was kind of logical. Parasites appeared and made a lot of noise, and then they just disappeared. Adapted or say whatever you want. So they showed that some parasite was eating meat and like, oh, super tasty. So no, they're still here. They did not disappear. They just understood that you may not kill humans for feeding. Yes, you kill a human to be born as parasite, but you don't need to constantly kill. Just eat a tasty meat. The same thing. You just need nutrients. And Migi also went away. He just went on a different level. I'm not sure. I mean, Miki was explaining to Shinichi that he's kind of going on another level, that it's his decision and stuff, but I'm not sure. Maybe he just thought that he was a burden to Shinichi. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a 50-50 between him feeling that he is making Shinichi's life somewhat uncomfortable, even if you are a great guy. I mean, Migi, you're still something that was not supposed to be here. It's like with Siamese, what's it called? Like, you have people who have two bodies in one. They have to live together. They have to, I mean, that should be difficult to live with someone constantly, like being with something. So Migi going away, I'm not exactly sure why. I suppose it's just few reasons and him thinking to himself. He got a lot of information from the world, from internet, from all the events that happened about humans and about parasites, about nature. And Miggy was always a thinking guy. And he basically went on another level. He achieved nirvana in a way. Just like in Buddhism. They live, they rebirth, they reborn until they live a proper life to achieve the nirvana, right? If they live like really bad, they reborn as some low creature. That's quite an interesting concept. Even though I'm not a religious person, but still the concept is good. And Megi basically achieved that higher level of enlightenment. And he said that he's gonna go to sleep. So he is still there. He catched Murano, my boy. So he is kind of in a sleep mode, but he was still able to catch her. So is he pretends like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep. Yeah, sleeping. Mm, something like that. Waiting for them to have bedtime together and like, oh yeah, I'm sleeping. Yeah, and I'm not looking at anything. I don't hear anything. I am absolutely not here yet. Touch her boob with the right arm. Yes, please. Oh, so good. Something like that. I know. But that was logical. That was logical to for Miggy to kind of go away. I'm happy that he didn't die. I'm very pleased with the way it's ended. That Miggy is alive, but just he is somewhere there, and probably at some point when he's needed, and or on when the time comes, they can uh, speak again. So let's go to discussion. The internet is booming with old information about parasites, but they're no more. You don't hear about them anymore. And as I've said, a lot of them were killed because now they know. Now people know how to differentiate if you're a parasite or not. Um, and um, and all the aggressive ones were caught, but those who adapted, evolution, people. It's quite interesting because the evolution is a very long process, right? It takes like hundreds of thousands, millions of years. But there are things like AI programs that simulate evolution. You can search on YouTube or whatever Bilibili somewhere, where you watch videos. You can search something like this, and you can find quite an interesting videos that show AI trying to learn and evolve. Like some ball or something trying to go through a course of with different obstacles, and he's like going and bumping in something, can go there but can jump. Oh, I remember there was a video when an AI tried to learn how to play the first Super Mario level, Super Mario Bros. The first level, the easy one, because there's quite a lot of obstacles, and he was given only the basic controls. Like you can go left, you can go right, you can jump. Here you go, here it is, and there's some like velocity and stuff, and you have obstacles. You can uh, hit a wall and can go further. You can drop into the pit. You can encounter evil Goombas or something like that. And the AI doesn't know anything about what the hell is doing. He just knows that he need to go from left to right, the further as further as far as he can, and he can use these things. And yes, the first time he just standed there like, where am I? That was the first evolution, basically the appearance of an organism. The second evolution, I tried moving. The third, the fifth, la la la. Then he understood that he have to go this way. Then he understood that he's falling, he have to jump. Then he understood like Goombas, he jumped, and in many, 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 many tries, it went through that level like bows. Like, got the flag, like basically speed ran it. And this is the evolution in a nutshell. Because we're getting better, we're adapting, like we're appearing like a very basic creatures. And I started it from the fact that parasites we actually saw in the face of parasites. They just appeared without knowing what are they, where are they, what's their reasons and stuff. They appeared, got an instinct to get inside the brain, then got an instinct to eat people. That's it. But then after that they started understanding that actually that's not smart to be this aggressive. You have to adapt, and they're going through evolution of some sort. It's not like they're giving birth to other creatures. They're like having an evolution of a lifestyle in a way. Shit, I went on quite a trip with this little topic of evolution and parasites. But anyway, so Shinichi was sleeping and Migi was speaking with him. I mean, this episode was filled with quite a lot of speeches, and maybe I missed some of the details, but I will rewatch it again while I'm gonna be editing it. And in the dream, they discuss the fact that Migi kinda associates him with all the bad stuff that happened to Shinichi. Because with Migi's appearance, Shinichi's life changed dramatically. A lot of people died around him, and the close ones as well died. and yeah, it was not really good. And Migi kind of, by going away, he wants to end this, turn this page, I suppose, for Shinichi. And says like, you're gonna forget about that, but how can you forget this awesome guy? This nicest parasite ever. And as I've said, yes, he was not a parasites are not monsters, they're creatures. Monsters are some specific creatures. Like some of the humans can be monsters, some of the parasites can be monsters, but not everyone is a monster. For us, for them, we're just creatures of the world. Even though we don't exactly know what are parasites, where they, so we had no explanation on what the hell and how the hell that happened. But what we do know that they kinda appeared from space. So I'm not sure if it's they could have been like dropped from a space station or something, or appeared from a space. So I don't have enough evidence of saying like, yeah, this is human made or nature or aliens. Just I the thing is they are not. This is not important because um, I really like this anime, which is called Parasyte, which is telling the story about like actually human eating monsters. And I suppose many can watch it and can look at it the way like, oh, this is a horror anime about monsters killing people. Yeah, this is not a horror anime about monsters killing people. This is a philosophical anime about humans. This is not about parasites, it's about us. I've got goosebumps. Been quite a while, by the way. And I really liked it. The fact that this anime went deeper than it could have. And I wanna read the manga because the first pages definitely had more interesting details in there. So we don't know the origins, but this is not important. Parasites were just placed into the system to showcase its issues at the same time with its good parts as well. They were just some sort of a marker, dropped in the water so you can see the details in there. And so Migi walks away, and Shinichi says like, I will not forget. How can I forget my boy? Shinichi actually have a calendar with sakura blossoms in there. 7 o'clock, man, poor guy. I hate waking up early. So then he go outside, meets girls, Tachikawa, uh, not fairies, Akiho and Satomi. They're like, they looked super young, by the way. All the character design changed quite a few times during this anime, and Shinichi starting like a seventh grader, but then going to like university and then going back to like 9 or 10th grade or something. I mean visually, and girls as well. Like now they're looking like they're 10, 15, maybe 13 years old. The little one was jumping so energetically, as I've said, I probably would die after if I try to jump that energetically. And Shinichi have a badass scar, by the way. I had such scar, but not the deep one. I had like a little one, but it looked great. I have a deep one, but it's hidden most of the time. So they tried to. She tried to teach him because he missed all the school. And what was his name? Umada. Udo, Odu. I mean, our boy with the jaw parasite. Forget the names, getting older. So he's good, and his parasite is good. That's good. Then he thinks about philosophical stuff, about nature, about creatures, and shows bacterias and dolphins and tiger trying to eat a zebra for quite a long time without any success. Then they show Earth and universe. And I mean, we're like living here, having our problems, thinking about something, but just imagine there's like unlimited space out there. I mean, of course, it should be limited, but for our imagination, it's just impossible to understand like how massive it is. What's there? We're nothing. Our planet is nothing compared to everything that's happening there. Our solar system is nothing. Our universe, not our galaxy is basically nothing as well compared to all the sizes. And we just speak about the known universe, we think that it's exploded, going wider, and that's it. But what about other universes? Where is this all placed? What's the space? How can it be that is something unlimited? Those questions, like our problems is nothing. Our like ideas and thoughts is nothing. We're tiny atoms in this world. Jeez, I want to watch space anime, but not like space blaster type of anime, but space smart type of anime. But I don't think. I mean, maybe there is something good, but I don't think I really need to watch an anime because all those questions I asked now are not. You cannot answer them with cute anime girls or without them. Nope. It's just we as humankind we're just gonna disappear very soon and we'll be not able to understand where the hell we lived. This is so fascinating, people. Sometimes I really like to be distracted by stuff. And then we see the man, Parasyte, the latest episode called Parasyte with Y. Not with I, but with Y. The name of the anime. And the stupid killer wears maxim. But he wears maxime. Well, the anime is called in the stupid English translation just the Maxim. Just such a stupid name, people. Such a great anime with such a stupid name is ridiculous. The best name for this for Parasyte is in my language. It's Parasyte and studies about life or like something in this um, department, something like that. So we see the killer guy again. Shinichi understands that he's probably that's him, and he finds nothing better than going to alley with no people, no motor vehicles are allowed in there, as they say in the thing. Pedestrians only, bicycles and approved vehicles allowed. By the way, Wagashi Fukuyama. Oh no, Higashi Fukuyama. And of course, Shinichi leaves his girl being kidnapped, Marcus meowing once or twice. Do you think about the space, kitty? Are you thinking about how to sleep well again? Uh huh. And they go the killer the Ura what's his name? I don't care about what's his name. Fuck his name. He took Murano. He killed two people on the roof just for fun. And yes, I mean, I got this idea very early. I got this idea basically in the first episode, but they're just like trying to put this in your face, like, oh, did you think those were monsters? Nah, I'm a monster. And he went with this idea like humans are monsters inside of them, and maybe some of the ideas at like here and there somewhat they have rights to exist, those thoughts of his, right? Yes, humans are pretty competitive, especially you can see that in a world of politics, right? Everyone is sitting here and like, or there's like a big ass someone stands there and like, oh, you wanna be friend with me? No, okay, you friend of mine. Yeah. I'm gonna take everything from you, but you're gonna be my friend. Yeah. We're a big number of friends here. Great. But he's a ruler. Even if you think about him as a friend and he says to you that he's your friend, no, he is actually a ruler. He uses you. I mean, I'm speaking about countries, not about people, you know. Some big countries, and that was like with other countries in historical events as well, not just nowadays. Humans and humanity is actually, yes, quite a lot of bad things live inside. As I've said, everyone has a little dark side in them. But the way he was saying it was like crazy. As I've said, he was basically like the man from the where he was like a military man who was throwing. I mean, Attack on Titan spoilers for season 3, part 2, episode something like, I don't know, season 3, part 2. Um, the man who was throwing people from the wall and saying to Grisha this like crazy stuff about how humans really like to see violence and they actually enjoy it. And I mean, he's partially right. Yes, I really like watching MMA and boxing. People are getting hurt by out there, but actually every type of sport people can get hurt. Like in football, they can run and like break their leg brutally. Oh, you know what? I actually super like sumo fights. I don't know why, but there's something so good about it. So like ancient and cultural. Oh, I really liked it. I watched it quite a few times, but lately um, they were showing them on the channel that I watch. And there was like the issue with sumo fights is like they're preparing for fucking 15 minutes, then like 15 seconds of fight, and here you go. They're like saying goodbye for 15 minutes, and other going. So it's like it takes a lot of time. But I was watching a compilation, and it was like non-stop fighting. It's so good. I know why I started speaking about it, but it's also violent because the fat guys, even if they're not falling and breaking something, they're actually ruining their health by eating a lot, and they're dying earlier than normal people because they're like a lot of fat and that's not healthy. So basically, this is all in a way violent, even if they don't find if they don't find shit. I can't speak. If they don't fight, they still kind of suffer, and we watch them suffer, right? But this is sports. And these two guys saying that humans really likes violence. I mean, yes, some of the humans, maybe yes, but most of the humans they don't look at it as violence. They just have some entertainment out of it, some of it, but not like, oh, this is so good. Killing people, like seeing blood. So this guy is just insanely crazy. He's a killer. He is a marginal. He should not exist. And by the way, I was not satisfied by the way Shinichi punched him. Because you remember how Hana died? How Kana died? she died, Shinichi went crazy and he like ripped a heart of a parasite with his left arm. That's how this fucker should have died. And he should have died, but he didn't. But I mean, of course, it's not gonna be good if Shinichi just brutally murders the guy in face of everyone. But for my pleasure, I would like to see this. I can't even speak this type of ending. So I get distracted by this. So he kills everyone except for Murano. Shinichi enters, and the killer guy goes with his idea that I was just discussing, that you're half monster, half human, and humans are real monsters, and yes, he basically just pushes that idea in your face. If you're as a viewer were thinking about something else instead of actually thinking about what's happening and why it's happening, it just gives you the idea, like short version of this anime. Yeah. But we know, we understand, yes, and we understand why you were here. Shinichi tries to negotiate, and then Murano goes Murano mode. That was quite funny, by the way. Yeah. She was just scared, but then she started like screaming and her verbally harassing the guy. Like, yeah, the girl is very prone to mood switches. And in an emotional scene, he almost got her. He could have killed her if he wanted, the killer guy. But he decided to throw her away and fight Shinichi. Tried to get two bunnies with one shot. And failed. And Shinichi was not able to catch her, but we have our boy, the gorgeous creature, Miki himself. And he's like, okay, you want your woman? Here you go. Here you go. Don't thank me. Yeah, this guy. I have a picture of him. This is great. Miki is the best character of this anime. No doubt. And yes, he saves Murano, and they basically end remembering that scene when he throw. I wanted to throw the puppy in the trash, and he said that he didn't do that, and she's like, I know, because you are Izumi Shinichi. So we finally know now that he actually is Izumi Shinichi. In fact, yes, he is Izumi Shinichi. So yes, I mean I understand the whole meaning of this, and it was beautiful scene, but I kind of got tired of it at some point. Like, Kimi, Izumi Shinichi, Kimi, Izumi Shinichi, Kimi, Izumi Shinichi, wakaranai. But now she's like, oh yeah, okay, okay, okay. You're officially Izumi Shinichi. Make a fucking stamp on me and him, like on the like here, like Izumi Shinichi confirmed, and little heart Murano. And this is the end of this anime, and we end it with a planet, a tiny little piece of dirt in a huge and fascinating space. That was great. That was great. And I kind of included some parts of the review in the discussion because I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you watch the discussion, then you probably know my ideas. But what I liked about this, in short, what I liked about this, I liked the character, not character development, but character dynamics. and not just dynamics between characters, but dynamics with one character. With Shinichi, he's a pretty simple character, but he was constantly changing, and I liked that he was not presented as this like with this like basic uh, growing as a person or like having more power. He went like this. His life was crazy, and the most powerful and strong Shinichi, he was in the middle, right? And now he's weaker, and not weaker just because he's weak. He's still pretty strong. He's stronger than average humans, but because he have parasite cells in him, he's buffed. But he also matured mentally. Oh, what I also forgot that forgot to tell that Migi Shinichi mentioned that Migi was always very observant. Shinichi didn't think about parasites. He was like just angry on them. He was not trying to go deep and like try to understand why, what's the reason, why, and but Migi, he was always researching everything around him and humans as well. And he, on many occasions, was with humans. He was helping Shinichi and humanity as well. And this is amazing. Migi was and is, he's still alive, an amazing guy, amazing creature. And Migi's dynamics as well was pretty good. He appeared was just like funny and goofy. Then it was like always like this stone faced creature without emotions. Like okay, the puppy did, but now he felt proud of himself at this ending. Okay, I saved a girl. So I really liked his development as well and their dynamics. I mean, it was really good that they had no cliche breakup moment, because you don't understand me, you don't understand me. I don't like that. They had something with Murano, but thankfully not with Migi. They were always good friends, even if some stuff, some little things here and there happened. They went with it like normally, like that happened. Okay, let's continue. Let's move on. And they were honest with each other, and that was great. That was pleasing to watch. I really like the fact that it was always changing, um, like mini arcs and scenery. There was no time to get bored because everything was constantly changing and switching. We had like big arcs with some little arcs inclusions and nice characters, likable characters. Poor Kana though, they just had to kill a lot of great women in this one. Fuck it. But I mean, this is like this type of anime with people dying in it. So unfortunately, yes. So overall, I really liked it. I really like the animation. I really like the music and animation. Yes, as I've said in one of the first episodes, that it kind of gave Disney vibes. They kind of lost this smooth animation later on, but still it was great. It was still pretty good, and music was good. It was not there was not many different tracks, but they were pretty good and they were used in a good places. So overall, just a good and entertaining anime. I'm really glad that I actually watched it. And thank you for all who voted for it. But I mean, that was basically the only anime out of all that I'm gonna watch. I mean, Parasyte, ReZero, and Vinland Saga. It was the only anime I was told about and I was interested about. I mean, I was told about others, but this one I was interested because there was like something about it. Yeah, kind of lost myself, but yeah, 10 out of 10. God damn it, Miggy out of 10. Mickey was great, and Tamiya was great. I mean, I kind of gave my top characters at some point. No time, no need to repeat myself. They're not normal lists, I suppose. And yeah, that was great. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all of you who watched the journey with me, who joined, who commented. Thanks a lot. I was doing that for you because I could have watched it back there with my ass higher than my face, eating some snacks and drinking some coffee. But no, I was sitting here in front of three lights and a camera. But that was awesome. Thanks for watching. See you in the next anime. Whatever it's gonna be ReZero. And I found a super amazing version of it. As far as I understand, it's like the best possible edition, something like director cut or something. So probably gonna be good. I don't know what type of anime it is. If there's gonna be goofy, if there's gonna be gory again, I don't know. But I want my soul healed a bit after all the beautiful women dying left and right. Though Parasyte was, in many occasions, quite positive as well. It was balanced in this department. We had a lot of gore and sadness with a lot of happiness and goofiness. Oh, that was good. I remember in the second episode where Shinichi was in the toilet like pissing, and Miki's like, Shinichi, let me touch your pee. Let me try directions. Just such a nice voice, like Shinichi out of nowhere. Oh, that was so good. First episodes were amazing as well. Um, Thank you guys again for watching. Protect your nature, and remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Thanks you. Thank you for watching. I cannot speak. I'm super tired. Bye bye, guys.